Look, a lake that now contains fish, meaning that we can do fishing. I now officially have a fishing lake. Before, when there was no fish in it, I'm not sure that I could say that I had a fishery because there's no fish in it. But now there's fish in it, I can actually say that I've got a fishery. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Last time on Kev's poll, I went tree shopping with Mother.
That's incredible. That's amazing.
We planted some reeds.
Hello, crazy lady with the Wild West hat.
I attempted to install an aerator.
What that is for, I should probably check.
And then I nearly drowned.
That's really deep. That's really deep. 2.5 hours. We got up at 5 o'clock. We've just arrived at VS Fisheries. I'm extremely excited because I'm just about to pick my first fish to go in the lake. It's fish picking day. We didn't find anywhere to have a coffee. We didn't find anywhere to have a McDonald's. But let's go and pick some carp. Amazing.
I've actually known Simon since I was 12 years old, when I was competing in the Junior British Carp Angling Championship. We always joked that one day I'd be buying some of his fish. That day was now actually upon us.
There's a lot of fish in there, isn't there?
VS Fisheries is one of the most popular and highly regarded fish farms in the UK for carp.
We are going to go for a little look with the man Simon Scott himself around VS Fisheries at the ponds that the fish actually came out of just a few days ago, before they came into the tanks that are over to the side here. Taking a look at where the fish came from will give us a great idea of how they've been grown on and the work that goes in to getting the fish ready to actually be delivered to someone like me's lake. So let's go down to the farm and take a look. You haven't seen inside. Oh my God. Right, Ollie, I don't know if up to the back's potentially easier for you. Here. Yeah? Yeah.
You did say you want to see where it come from.
Hey, look, I'm in waders. I'm fine.
Alright, now he's in his sponge gear.
Yeah.
The door first.
How big's the farm?
It's about 50 plus acres of water.
Wow.
Split across about 75 ponds, give or take.
Where are we now then, Simon?
So this is Allfield's main pond. So the fish that you're picking today came from here yesterday. This pond is a couple of acres. The water comes in up the top there in what you call the shallow end, and then the deeper end is down there. The white that you can see is hydrated lime. So the job, not only have you got to physically manhandle all the fish out the bottom of the pond and get them back to the yard, but to restart the cycle, you need to make sure you start with a clean canvas. So what we've done here is we've spread 1/2 ton of lime across the bottom of the pond. A lot of it down there obviously disappeared now, and the hydrated lime is very caustic. It kills any little fish, parasites, so it's basically like a farmer cleaning his field, starting with a fresh plate. So we've got a clean canvas here, and we'll introduce this will be restocked. I'm harvesting C4s today. We're harvesting 600 of them today.
600 to go in here?
No, I will probably put just 200 in here.
Okay, 200.
So it's one of the things, as the fish obviously get bigger through the farm, you need to give them more space. You can't put 1,000 little carp in a pond and then keep that 1,000 fish in the same pond. They need more room to grow.
Okay.
Because obviously their requirement for food increased.
So you might be wondering, what is a C4?
No, not so fast!
No, not that C4. A C4 in the world of fish farming means a 4-summer-old carp. These are usually around 9 to 12 pounds. Fish farms typically grow fish all the way from C1s, when they're only a few ounces, all the way to C7s, which can be 30 pounds plus.
One question I'm always asked really frequently on social media, seems to be people's buzz question: how quick can you refill the ponds? And that is completely dictated to by what comes out of the sky. So this stream flows quite well all winter, but if we have a big rainfall event, it surges through here, and then we can fill this pond or fill in a night.
And that does actually show me just how much water that is, because when I filled my pool, which I would say is a similar kind of size to this, I had to have a lot of lorries in to get it going with water, because we didn't have a natural run-in supply. And a 20,000 litre lorry, 3 of those would raise it that much in a day.
That is a drip.
The other week when we had a horrendous amount of rainfall, in a night the lake come up that much.
Yeah.
Which just shows how much water can go in when it rains.
If you get an inch of rain on an acre, 1 inch of rain on an acre, so that's a pretty standard night's rainfall, that's 100 tonnes of water. So 1 inch of rain on an acre is 100 tonnes of water.
That's amazing.
So when you think of your lorries, how much did you say they're bringing in?
20,000 litres.
So 20 tonnes at a time?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
One night, 1 inch.
One rainfall event of an inch, 100 tons of water.
That's amazing.
It's a lot coming down. There's a lot of lorries falling out of the sky. So what we'll do, this gives you a good overview. If we drive down the bottom there now, and I'll be able to show you the outlet pipes.
Cool.
Deepest spot is right there around those 2 pipes, yeah. So yesterday afternoon, I was sat in there in my dry suit and we were handballing carp after carp after carp.
Fascinating. This is where they came from. This is where they live. In there. My fish. Very expensive fish.
But yeah, you can see why, and I do need to sort out, and you're probably shouting at me, a lot of people will be, that I haven't fully sorted out my otter fence situation before the fish goes in. I know that sounds stupid, but life is sometimes busy. That is very much my plan. This coming week, after putting the fish in, is to make sure that we are fully as otter protected as we can possibly be, because you may not know, otters are a huge problem around the Cotswolds. There is so many more than people think, and they're the biggest killer of fisheries other than disease in the UK. So being so close to the River Thames, I'm definitely going to have to be sorting out my otter problem. But anyway, now we're going to head back over to where the fish are being kept in the tanks at the main part of the farm, get them loaded up and get them on the road. Fish! I'm so excited. Now, one of the most common questions I've had since we started this whole series is, when are you actually opening? I mean, I've had hundreds of messages. Now, thanks to the guys at Catch, we can now give you an answer. Well, sort of.
My coat is absolutely screwed, isn't it?
See, if you load up the Catch app on your phone, or simply go to their website and type into the search bar Fowler Fisheries, hit search, you will find Keb's Pool as a venue set up on the app. Now, if you create a free account within the app, yes, totally free, what you can then do is hit this little love heart icon in the top right hand corner of the Fowler Fisheries app, or any fishery of the over 160 venues they have on the app of your preference. What that will then do is give you notifications to your phone of things like catch reports, lake updates, all that kind of stuff for your favourite venues. But most importantly, it will let you know when Fowler Fisheries is ready to take your bookings. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've got plenty of information on the page ready for when we go live, including some pricing information, a map of the lake, some outline information about the whole big stuff that we did, but you've seen all that on YouTube, you get me? But the main thing it means is that when we do go live, you will be able to get a notification first on your phone, enabling you to book it. We'll be going live over the next couple of months, so make sure you go to the Catch app, download it, set up your free account, hit that little love icon in the top right hand side of the fishery page, and you will be notified when we go live. Anyway, back to the fishies.
You've seen some ponds
I
and a bit
saw
of
where
line.
they came from,
Yeah. Cool. Okay, brilliant. Good. Well, what we'll do, just let the lads get out of the way. These are the C6s.
A C6 means a 6 summer carp. These fish would have been hand selected over the previous 5 years and between 20 to 24 pounds at harvest.
You choose how every year how many you're not going to take out then for the next year.
Well, the whole pond gets drained, but every pond on the whole farm is drained. All the fish come out, they're all sorted. And then depending really what we want to try and do for the next year going forward. So if we keep, if it says, oh, we've got an order for some commons, then obviously we put some commons aside or fully scaled, but try and keep a mixture across every single year, so that every year class has got a nice mixture of different looking fish. So if a customer comes and he says, I'm having 5 C6s, then rather than going, you know, what do you want, like yourself today, you can go, well, I like the look of that one, I like the look at that one with a high back, I like that scaly one there, so you can pick a select.
Oh, he's a special one.
Does anyone ever wonder how fish are actually delivered?
They come out of the holding tanks after they've been taken out of the lakes. They hold there for about 24 hours, carried over in slings and put in these containers literally on the back of a pickup truck. And if you've got a few more, they will literally just get a trailer and tow some more containers. That is it to get the fish from point A to point B. So let's get a few of mine out, maybe pick some of the best ones and get them on the motorway. This initial order was for 37 carp. These were made up of 13 C5s ranging between 15 and 20 pounds, 22 C6s ranging between 20 and 26 pounds, and then 2 C7s, which you'll see a little later.
Big fish.
Like
Lovely,
him.
yeah, look at the top of him.
So this is the first of Benedict's batch.
Oh, he's too big. Oh, he's going to be a 30 pounder easily one day. Yeah, lovely.
2, number 3,
Oh, yeah, look at him.
number 4. Gonna pick one, Benedict, go on.
Oh, where shall I even start? I can only see the tops of them, they all look like crocs. Look at somebody, look at him in the corner with his scales all the way down his back there, see him?
Number 5.
Oh, I think it's there.
Really long one. Number 5. Benedict's fish. Happy with him?
Yeah, very happy. Look at him, look at the scale on that.
Number 5. Number 6. Lucky 7.
Lucky 7, go
Lucky
on.
7.
Oh, wow. Look at him. You getting this now on it, the different types of scale patterns?
Yeah, massively.
Number 7.
They're all different. He looks a nice scaly one, this chap here. Yeah, look at him, look at him.
Number 8.
Look at him.
Number 8. Number 9. Number 10.
The two strains of carp were mirrors and commons. No mirror carp is ever the same, with different scale patterns, body shapes, and lots of unique features. So taking the trip to VS allowed me to handpick an amazing selection of fish. Now, I know what it looks like. It looks like the fish are just being squeezed into these tanks. But actually, the more you squeeze them in, during transit, they have less chance of moving and bashing into the sides of the tank. So the more you put in, the actual better the chances of them getting to the other end unharmed. Viv then connects up an oxygen tank to the back of the truck and opens up the supply so the fish can be as healthy as they possibly can be when they get to the other end. Now, if you remember back to the first video, none of this would be possible without my dad, Kevin. He sadly passed away in 2020. Growing up, he took me fishing every single weekend in my early teens, and we made some fantastic memories together and with friends. He would always spoil me with amazing gear, making sure I had the best chance in all the matches I ever entered. But he was always happy with his basic old gear, probably worth less than 100 quid, pottering down to our local estate lake to catch some carp. Dad's favourite fish were the estate lake big commons, so it was only right that we chose one big special fish worthy enough of being called Big Kev to be the jewel of the stock of the lake. You will see that fish later.
What a fish! As we know, building a fishing lake is horrendously expensive, but so is carp fishing in general. But thanks to the guys at Capital Carp Competitions, you could win your dream tackle, vehicles and lots more. Tickets are from just 39p. So what are you waiting for? And buy tickets for whatever it is that takes your fancy. This week they have a Ford Transit MSRT and a Mercedes X-Class, as well as thousands of items of tackle, bait and carp holidays. And this isn't just some small scale Facebook marketplace events company platform either, no. They have given away over 35,000 prizes since they started, which equates to over £6.2 million worth of tackles and vehicles. So what are you waiting for? Head over to Capital Carp Competitions and grab your next ticket.
Time to get the last fish loaded onto the truck, which was a large mirror with a birthmark on its side, and then Viv was kind enough to give me a couple of sacks of pellets, and then we were ready to hit the road.
We have got some fish. We are now heading onto the M4. We've got about 2 hours to get home with our fish. We're going to have a little check-in on them when we get to Reading Services, get back where all the guys will be waiting for us, and get them stocked into Kev's pool. Let's go. Hello. We're home, and we've got a lot of fish.
I'd invited a group of my friends down that had helped along the way with the project to come and see the stocking. Bold Steve, Vincent James Carpentry, and Builder Martin were all in attendance. Unfortunately, Child Labour Services was at school.
I'm waiting for Jack.
Tom Maker, founder of Cinecarp TV, you would have seen him in the previous videos, also came down to help get the fish out of the tanks and into the cradle.
Ah, fish!
It was finally time to unload and stock our first fish.
£27, 8 ounces. So this one is going to be named, this is Big Kev, the common, named after Dad because he used to love commons. Oh.
Smile really lively.
You.
He's going to be a naughty boy.
Come on, Mum.
No, he don't want me.
Come on!
Oh, you got to hold him.
Cool.
Thank you.
Oh, that is freezing. Right, here we go. Momentous occasion. First fishing late. Try not to stack it. See you, mate. Hey. Right, one down, 36 to go.
25.8.
£25.8.
Yeah, mate. So cold.
Oh, he's the different one.
That's a mirror.
Yeah.
Now this, he's got a big birthmark on him. So we thought he'd be like the birthmark that used to be in Manor.
Yeah. Wow. 25.8.
So what's he being called? Birthmark?
Yeah, that's birthmarks.
C5. Grey ones. Oh, wow, look at that. See that in there?
Related.
Oh,
That
wow.
grey one you had out of Carp, mate.
Lovely carp, that.
That is.
That's a mirror carp. Mirror carp, that
Yeah,
one.
slightly different colour, so the bloodline's different.
It's incredible, isn't it, how they are different colours. I'll tell you what I've noticed more though, now, like scales, like penny scales.
Yeah.
Whereas before they used to just be like C-shaped, now they're like
Yeah.
proper round
Yeah,
scales.
yeah.
He's going to fall apart, his hands are.
16 Tom.
16.
And yeah, you feel the slosh, right?
Look at that linear, that one. Lovely fish, that is. They're dents, aren't they, for what they are?
Yeah. Solid little thing.
Yeah.
Right,
They'll grow well in there.
yeah.
My friends went live on Instagram for the whole thing, which went well. Jeez. They've kept the fish coming, each time weighing it and writing down its weight. This is how we could figure out the final price, which we will reveal at the end of the video.
I wonder where they're all headed to.
TikTok, we've done.
It's like wrestling my back. It's like doing manual labour.
He got me and Jack for that, didn't he, Jack? We're manual labour.
And now we got a 21 and a quarter, and the reason we're doing one by one is so that we're getting photographs with everyone after their weights are being listed down, so we can always keep a little book of when they went in, how big they were, and how much they've grown over the years. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this one.
It's going to be a good one.
Well, have you moved your thing over a bit? Oh.
That's a good one, that.
Oh, right, 22 £22 this one. Oh,
Just waiting for him to go in the lake. And then he's gonna get whacked in the face, and then off you go.
There's a lot of people joining this live now because they know what's going to happen.
right, this one's just keeping going. Oh.
Oh, 24, 4.
Too late for doing that. Go on.
Gotcha.
It's coming together. What are your thoughts today, Mum?
Amazing. It's a very exciting day. Yes, great. I never thought we'd quite get to this, but we're here now.
What fish number 23?
23? 24.
What about this one?
Look at the big yellow belly on it. He's like Homer Simpson. I'll give you a close up.
Go on then. This is when the fish slaps the phone out of my hand.
Yes.
Is that my dad handling 37 of them at a time?
Colour, isn't it?
That was a good catch. Can't beat a floppy one.
Sort of a lovely.
21. 21.
We're about 25 fish in now. Weighing each one, getting photos of it.
Tom, what number's that?
It's the stunning mirror with a nice tail pattern of scales at the end. We've had about 3 commons so far and the rest have been mirrors.
Now, to even be allowed to move these fish from the fish farm and stock them into my Lake Kev's pool, I needed to gain permission from the Environment Agency. That's right, you have to download a form from the Gov website, fill it in with the species that you wish to stock, follow up with a phone call to them explaining why you want to do it. I obviously chose carp, but also got permission for perch, roach, pike, and tent, which are fish you find in most UK lakes, in case I want to stock those in the future. Around 6 weeks later, I had my permit, which I could then pass over to the team at VS Fisheries so that they could accept my order. Remember, I wouldn't even be allowed to legally fish my own lake without a rod license. We were finally getting there. The last of the 37. Viv got it weighed up and Tom carried it over for a group photo. But this wasn't to be the last fish stocked into Kev's pool, but you'll see that in the next video. I then had a brilliant idea. So I sent Jack and Jack over to the barn to get my new boat. I thought I would be fantastic at boating. It turns out I wasn't. I wasn't even rowing in the right direction, much to everybody's pleasure. But whilst I flap about on the water, let me tell you what these fish actually cost. Carp are priced by the pound. You can see their prices on the VS Fishery website. The price per pound is determined by their age and their size range. So the total for my 37 carp came to £20,000. Yes, 20 grand. When you see what goes into growing those fish, the years that are put into them, I really do understand why they cost that much. So there we have it, guys. We had an idea, got planning, battled the rain, machinery, drought, algae, and leaks. I learned lots of new things, spent far too much money.
Very expensive fish.
Made my lake, pond, puddle, or whatever you want to call it, very blue. And somehow we've ended up here, with me paddling around on my new boat, taking in the fact that I'd finally stocked and now have an actual fishery. There was only one thing left to do.
I need a beer. You need a beer? We'll go get one then, we'll go to the pub.
It's the same for my
Anyone want to
pond
come to the pub?
We just did a thing. We actually successfully stocked Fowler Fisheries, 37 fish in our first venue, Kev's Pool. Thank you everybody that's been on part of this journey so far. Thank you for following and catch you soon.
See you later everyone, have a great day, enjoy yourselves. Bye bye.
Are you going to end it or?
So, I hope you all enjoyed that video. This is my lake. Wait, that's not my lake. Is that yours?
No, it's that ginger bloke over there. There he is.